It was amazing, really, really well.
I love that. And what else goes behind that scenes that we don't have the opportunity to really see? It must be crazy back there.
Oh, it is. It's insane, organized chaos, you might say. Really
that sounds
just
like my life.
Yeah. That's definitely my life, the week of the ball. About 4 days worth of production, rehearsal drills every evening, and then a full run-through of the show. But the only time we ever put the entire show together is the night before. Mm-hmm. They will run it, we'll do it twice, and then, boom, the matinee happens the next morning. So it's really, it just really happens on the fly. Like I said, there's not too much. Pretty much the tech rehearsal goes on that Friday. And then the rest of the time, all of the groups are practicing individually. So for each of the numbers, they are practicing at a different time, and nobody gets together until that night before. Same thing with the headdresses. They don't show up until the night before. Mm-hmm. And so it all kind of comes together in just a couple of hours from people who've been working on their pieces or their part of it very hard for a long time. And then it's sort of this big train wreck that happens, and it kind of gets sorted out, and then we're ready to go for the matinee.
It's amazing because we talk about it, and we get involved and do what we can. And when you walk in, especially the luncheon, it's gorgeous. Everybody in this country that attends that, every female, even a lot of the guys, mm-hmm. I have never seen so much bling bling in one room at one time. I mean, Tiffany's just exploded in this room here. And the tables are absolutely dressed elegantly. And the centerpieces, every year it's a different one, and you're going, holy moly. Now, to all of this good stuff that we're talking about, let's get to all the organizations who were talking about them mm-hmm. earlier. Mm-hmm. Operation School Bell. Yes. We're doing Santa Claus Inc. We do the dentist for all the children. That's what I want to hear one more time if somebody missed that. For they realize when they come and they purchase these tickets, where this money goes and why this started.
Yeah. The money goes to support a dental center. We actually have a physical building that's on 6th Street, and the volunteers, like myself and other members, we actually go out to each of the San Bernardino City School first grade classes, like mm-hmm. walking right in with all of the kids sitting there and the teachers, and the dentist comes with us, and we ask the kids to walk up and say, "Ah," and we do a thorough evaluation of their teeth. Each child has a little sheet that has their name on it, parents' permission. Mm-hmm. They go home with them after the dentist has had a look, and I would say even maybe as high as 20% of the cases are emergency. So if the child gets home and the parent gets to see the evaluation for the teeth and they find that they don't have insurance or they don't have some kind of assistance, we are the alternative for that. So they can come down to the dental center and see one of our dentists. Sometimes they'll pay, $5. They might pay a little bit more. It all depends on their need. Mm-hmm. We're right off of a bus line, and we see about 2,000 kids a year. And we have a full practicing dentist who runs our clinic from 9 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon, Monday through Friday.
Yeah. That is so fantastic. And when I found out about the Headdress Ball and I found out all the organizations that were involved, mm-hmm. I'm going, well, wait a minute, I'm already dealing with these people. Let's put this whole thing together. But when I actually heard about the dentist, and as we know, with children that age, that's when you really got to start them.
Right.
Like tiny. As they're growing, and of course, the better they feel, the better they're going to be going into school, and everybody knows this. But the other thing that I'll tell you, Carol, when I heard this, I actually started to cry.
Oh.
I mean, that's how much it touched me. Is some of these children, unfortunately, they have brothers and sisters, and they never really had their own toothbrush, nothing, and they go to the dentist and to the you call them nurses, don't you, or dentists?
It would be a dental assistant.
Thank you, because I wasn't sure. Thank you. And they end up getting their own toothbrush and their toothpaste and their dental floss all for themselves. And I'm going, that is beyond cool.
Yeah. with the center, I mean, another thing that's fabulous about it is our dental assistant, which you kind of brought up. Sylvia's been with us for 40 years.
Oh,
So
God bless.
imagine, yeah, she has been there from the very beginning with a number of different dentists. Mm-hmm. She's tremendous woman. She speaks Spanish, so she's fluent. She's able to work with these kids, and again, so many of them do have pain. And dental care is one of those kinds of services where mom and dad are going to work really hard and make sure they get food on the table and shelter. Mm-hmm. But dental care is sort of secondary. You don't have to have it, so a lot of times that's what goes. Mm-hmm. But that's how a child needs his mouth. He's got to not be in pain. He has to be able to smile and enjoy himself. So that's one of the reasons why we have the Dr. Earl R. Crane Children's Dental Health Center, and that's the name of it.
And I'm glad you said that. And so all of the listeners, now I'm hoping that you understand more why I, Diane, and Christina, and everyone at our station, that's why we get involved with all these organizations in our community to bring it to light. For you realize everybody is helping our children one way or another. And when you help a child, I don't care if you give the child a hug or a baseball bat, whatever it is, right? You're bringing happiness to that child, and that will come back to you 10 times fold.
It absolutely does.
Yeah.
You bet.
When it comes to little kids, I'm right there. You know how that goes. And also to get back, what other little secrets for the headdress ball?
What else can I tell you about the headdress ball? Well, this year we're going to use some video segments.
Oh, you are?
We are. So we're going to tell you a lot about all of the different organizations that are in San Bernardino or within this region in the Inland Empire. Mm-hmm. Kimberly Crest is one that's coming out.
Really?
And I hope you'll enjoy that number because I choreographed it.
Oh. Yeah. Yay. Even before we see it. Yay.
So you'll have something to look forward to. Nola Hool is the model.
Really?
And this will be her first time as well, and she's doing a great job. She's never danced before, and so this will be her first experience. And similarly, let me think who else is coming out. We have the San Bernardino Symphony with Judy Watson and Wendy Marzullo. You might know them as well, so they're going to be one of the numbers as well. And Heel with Sharon Bleckinger, Till Every Tail Wags. So
I love that.
That's another one. I know they've been around for a while, and of course something that's near and dear to Christina's heart, which is Inland Women Fighting Cancer.
Yes, and that's one of the biggies.
The Believe Walk.
Yes, and again, we're going to get involved with the next walk here, and everybody's going to be gearing up for that pretty soon.
Yeah.
Very soon. All these things, and it just makes you feel good. At least it makes me feel good. Yeah. You make somebody happy, and you help somebody along the way, and there you go. And now, what is the one big kahuna?
Big kahuna.
The big kahuna.
San Manuel Band of Mission Indians.
There you go.
There we go. And they contribute to just about everyone, so.
Okay, well, real quick, I want to thank Carol so much for being here today, honey, and hopefully we'll talk to you next week before the final of or the event coming up.
Fabulous.
Eric, thank you for doing the board. Nancy, thank you for the call-out from Upland. Ron, thank you for your call-up. Remember the fashion show tomorrow at the Redlands Elks with Deborah. Next is Robert and his politics show, and we'll see you next week, same time, same station. And be safe, and remember, if you want more information, you can call 909-797-8291. Again, that number is 909-797-8291. Debbie and Dale, thank you for the surprise phone call, and we'll see everybody